Hello, guys, and welcome back to the D's Don't Get Degrees podcast.
Hey, guys. My name is Dominic.
My name is Jessica.
And we're back for this week's episode.
This week's episode.
Episode 19?
19.
Yes, 19. Yeah, sorry about the break, but also not really. We needed a break.
Yeah.
That's kind of where that is. The short story about it, why we were gone so long, is life got in the way. And the long story of why we were gone for so long is...
Jessica did terrible on her finals.
I was about to say school and work and sleep and attempts at social lives.
And a lot of work.
Mostly a lot of work. Like, just a whole lot of working.
Yeah, our schedules are really busy, and it's hard to line up enough time to, like, do something when you're so tired. When you're literally so tired.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments. I get out of work at, like, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm still down to, like, I'd be down to, like, hang or something, but sit and talk in front of a microphone and computer screen for, like, an hour is not one of them. That's different. That's a different story.
Yeah, I have been working, like, 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. for a minute now, and that's hard.
That's, like, over I don't understand how your shifts are, like, over 12 hours. I meant to ask you about that. Like, that's...
12 and a half? That's not that bad.
That was not bad, okay.
That's not that bad. They're pretty good about, like, it's not like retail 12 hours.
Okay.
It's like there's moments where I can take a seat and I can sit down for like a good few minutes.
I guess that is a difference, because there was literally one day where I worked like an 8-hour shift and then I stayed an extra 2 hours and they like praised me. Like, they literally like, oh my God, you're our savior. Thank you. Like, you stay in to help. Thank you. Because I just stayed to help close.
Yeah. 8 hours are my shortest one. And that's on Saturday. Yeah. I only work 8 to 4. And those used to be my long days. I miss that. I miss when, like, I'd be like, oh my God, Saturday's such a long day. And now I'm actually having long days.
No, that's insane. I've been putting in about, on average, about, I'd say between 40 and 45 hours a week every week. Yeah. Last month or so. It's not terrible. I mean, I'm really enjoying overtime because, like, my job wouldn't normally do it at all. But I think because of the holidays and how shorthanded we are, they're like, we need the help. Come on. You know?
Yeah, I think that's the same over at my place. I mentioned it last episode. Yeah, I'm at the dry cleaners again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so bring your clothes by if you need them cleaned. We're open Christmas Eve, unfortunately, but that's that on that.
Yeah, I mean, we're open Christmas Eve too, but we close early. Don't come to my store. Don't do it. Don't. I'm not gonna ever. Nope. Don't do it. Just don't. Stay away.
Okay, so I didn't talk to you. I brought this up, but I didn't go into detail. I am in the middle of a weight loss competition.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, so this, I don't know why I felt the need to bring it up, because I'm starving right now.
Oh.
But so just about every one of the girls at work, there's only about 5 of us that work up front at the registers. The rest are pressers. But we all are trying to lose a little bit of weight. Okay. Like, we all have a little bit of chub that we need to get rid of. Sure. However, it came to me one day. I was like, you know what? Why don't we make this a bet? Why don't we make this like a full-on competition? And I talked to a few girls, and only one was down for it. Yeah. So I'm in competition with one other girl. The problem is she has me beat by like 60 pounds.
Already? Like...
No, like she's 60 pounds heavier than me. Oh. So in my head, I'm like, it'll probably be easier for her to lose weight than it'll be for me. But I'm not letting that deteriorate. I think the heavier you are, the quicker it comes off.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, there's a few other girls that are doing it too, but they don't want to be. They're not putting in money. I'm putting in money for this competition. And the reason I want to do it is because. And this is so like petty of me, but these girls have the mentality that a lot of women do about weight loss, which is there's a quick way to do it. Like, there's a shortcut way. There's a little fast way to do it. No. So the girl that I'm competing against currently right now, she hasn't changed her diet at all. She still has like her Route 44 every single day from Sonic. Her little Coke.
The Route 44 drink.
She still has takeout every single day. Like, she still, like, the other day she had her Route 44 sour gummy worms and a bag of hot Cheetos. And she was just going in ham.
Amazing.
It does, right? I was watching her and eating my like tangerine, drinking water, but she's doing teas right now.
Okay.
So she's, detox teas, which are basically
like
just
real
laxative
teas. Okay.
teas.
Oh. Sheesh.
And that's how she thinks she's gonna lose. We set on 30 pounds.
I feel like you said, it's not super fair. I feel like you should have just kind of like, I feel like y'all should have set it up like a ratio, like oh, you
I
have
thought
to
so
lose.
too, but honestly, and this might come back to bite me in the ass. I feel like she's just not gonna lose any weight.
Okay.
Because
I feel like she'll lose some, maybe like a little bit of water weight, but probably not like.
But that's not gonna get you like anywhere.
Yeah.
We've set it to where it ends April, at the end of April.
Okay.
Like at the end of April, we'll see where we're at.
And you think you can lose 30 pounds by April?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm determined.
What's your plan, if you don't mind me asking?
So that's the thing. So there's another girl there who's like, oh, I'm doing shakes. Like like replacement meal shakes, right? So instead of like eating her lunch, she has like a shake of stuff. That kind of makes sense, but okay. So the problem with the way she's doing it is that her shakes are pretty much have no like nutritional value.
Oh, so she's gonna. So
it's just leafy greens, and then she has a big dinner. Like she's talked to me about it, and she's like, I'm starving by dinner time, so I have a big dinner. But it's okay because I had the shake for lunch. And I'm like, that's not how it works. But they all have that mentality, and they're all like, okay, my friend has these pills who she says like help her lose a lot of weight, and my other friend has this stuff, and all of them are like that.
So,
all of them are like
so
that.
None of them are going to exercise at all, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
so in my head, I'm like, this is why I have to do this, because I need to prove that all it takes is a clean diet and exercise.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. There's no like quick get rich. I mean, not get rich, but like, get skinny. Formula, I guess, quick. Yeah.
So I'm in it, and it's crazy how like for whatever reason I'm so determined. Like we have
there's $50 on the line. I would be
there's $50 on the line. We had a customer bring in chocolates, like a box of chocolates for Christmas. And all the girls were like eating them. They were like, oh my God, these are so good. Big ass box of chocolates. And I looked over, and I love chocolate, guys. That's like my thing. Yeah. Like chocolate is my go-to snack. And I didn't get one. I was like, no, I'm not breaking it that easy. Like the first box of chocolates thrown my way and I crack. Yeah. So we'll see. I hope to be down 5 pounds by the end of the year, because I asked her, I was like, legitimately, are you, because I haven't seen her change anything, like anything. No diet, no nothing. We paired our watches, our Apple watches. So I see her activity throughout the day, and she doesn't do anything. Like she's not working out.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I asked her, and she said, I'm gonna start New Year's, like January 1st. That's when I'll actually start.
Oh.
And I was like, that's cool and all. And I'm not saying that she won't.
Maybe she really will.
Maybe she will. Maybe she really will. Honestly, she, like, if I have to pay her $50 at the end of this, it wouldn't be the worst, because it means that she got a little healthier.
That means
I made an effort to get myself a little healthier. That's whatever.
Win-win, except if you lose.
Yeah, but that's where I'm at. I'm in a serious like weight loss.
Oh, I kind of want to do one too now. The only thing is like I've been at moments before where I was like, even when I was at my fittest, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
I was still gradually gaining weight. It was just like muscle. Like I've never like did the thing where I'm like, I'm gonna lose weight. I've never lost. Like I don't even know how. Like it's kind of a foreign concept to me, so I don't even know how I'd go about doing that. But I mean, it's
hard because we've had this conversation before where it's like when you're trying to lose weight, it sucks because you're hungry a lot of the times, but that is part of losing weight.
It sucks.
You're gonna be hungry.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have this, I don't know, it's just they have these like antiquated ideas of how to go about it. Like one girl was like, oh, just take like vinegar in the morning on an empty stomach, like a shot of vinegar.
What's that gonna do?
It's supposed to burn fat. And I'm like, you know what actually burns fat? Exercising.
Yeah, that too.
Actually going to the gym.
I mean,
running.
Isn't vinegar like one of those? It's not a superfood, but isn't it one of those? Like I have heard about that before. Like something
the
about
problem I think with people who rely on those is that that's all they'll do.
Oh, so yeah,
they
that's
don't.
True.
Right, it's like no change in diet. They're like, nah, I'm still gonna have like my burger for lunch. So if they took a shot of vinegar
in the morning on empty stomach and then went to go work out later, it probably would get some really good results.
Yeah, it'll probably do something.
Yeah, but like just vinegar, like
it's not gonna do. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, I don't know. I'm sure I feel like these are the people. Have you ever gone to the gym and you see someone like running with like a waist trainer on.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing? That's doing nothing. We know for a fact waist trainers don't do anything. Yeah. Like, that's just science, fam.
Yeah.
And there's girls just running in them, and I'm like, you're hurting yourself. You're supposed to be breathing. Like, your lungs are supposed to be expanding.
Well, some people don't. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like you specifically have taken a lot more time to, like, do a lot of research on exercise and stuff, like exercise science and everything like that. Most people don't. Like, literally, most people don't. They just kind of hear something like word of mouth, like, oh, I lost this much weight and I did this. And they're like, really? And they just take it for fact and they just do it.
But it's like, it's your body, you know?
I agree.
Wouldn't you want to?
You should do your research before you, like, make some big
It's crazy
change,
to see how they talk about food, too, where they'll be like, oh, I don't know. It's just so weird to me.
I know where you're getting with food.
They'll say stuff like, oh, this only has... Like, one of the girl that I'm competing with, the one that's in it for the money, she likes to get the mozzarella sticks from Sonic. We have Sonic right next door.
How does she justify it?
She's like, oh, they don't have that many calories. And I'm like, yeah, but all the calories they have is fat. That's it. You're not getting any protein from it. Yeah. You're not getting any carbs. So it's not like your body's like using it as fuel. I'm like, you're just consuming fat. It might only be 400 calories worth of fat, but that's 400 calories worth of fat, fam. Like, you could have had a nice chicken salad.
How many calories does she think she's allowed to have per day? Because 400 isn't like a small amount. Like, it's decent, but I mean,
I don't know. I honestly have no idea how this adds up in her brain.
Like, maybe if she was having 3,000 a day or whatever, like on a super heavy workout thing, then it's like, okay, sure, but
yeah, I'm in a 1,000 calorie deficit daily.
Okay.
So that I can stay on schedule.
1,000 calorie deficit, so that means
I'm burning 1,000 more than I'm eating every single day.
So it doesn't even matter how much you eat; you just need to burn 1,000 more. Well, it does matter, but like, it matters.
It's a combination of exercise and diet.
Yeah, for sure, it matters. But I just mean, like, you know, if you don't hit that exact number, it's fine as long as you like kind of work out to compensate.
Yeah, and I'm working out. I want to say every single day, but I usually end up missing like 1 or 2 days out of the week. Yeah, where it's just I'm so tired after work or I have other stuff to do.
Like, when did y'all agree on this?
A week ago.
Okay.
A week ago, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm 2 pounds down, which is exactly what I should be down. So a part of me is like, all right, I'm doing it right. Like, that's how much I have to lose up until April.
So like, it's not I can't say jealousy, because it's like, dude, like, I don't know. I've been going to the gym a little bit lately too, but definitely more than I was. Like, I had taken months off for the, like, I started off really good at the beginning of this year with the gym. Then I like just was like, nope. Just let it go.
It wasn't this year. What year was it that we were going together? Last year?
It was like towards the end. I think it was sometime last year, and then it was mostly last year, and then this year I was starting off okay, even by myself. I was like, all right, I'm doing fine, and then like I just was like, nope, and just like didn't want to anymore. But I'm like, you know what? I'm pick back up on it, because I don't know. Like, I realized for me, this is probably hard. It's kind of hard for me to admit, but I honestly do have, like, I'm not gonna say like heavy body issues. Like, I don't want to compare myself to people who have like legitimate, like, you know, but definitely like I noticed that when I'm working out, you know, even if I don't see an actual like weight loss, even if it's not super noticeable, I feel a lot better about myself. I feel a lot better about honestly my physical appearance, how I look, and it just, I don't know, it's starting to get to me. It's starting to really get to me. Like, there'll be moments when I'm like, oh man, like, I don't know, it sounds kind of dumb, but let's say, for example, I'm like crushing on a girl or something, right? Or like, oh, I see a cute girl, you know, I try and talk to her or whatever, and she's just like, I'm just getting those like super not interested vibes. There could be 1,000 reasons why she's not interested.
Right. But the only one that you think of?
The one that comes to my mind is like, it's because I'm fat, you know? And it's like,
same though.
That's not healthy, because most of the time that's probably not it. But that's exactly where my mind goes. Yeah. So I don't know. I need to get myself.
It's crazy how easily I can turn to it's because I'm fat as an excuse for so many things. Yeah. It's like, oh, I had a bad, like, I went to the store and I wanted to get a jacket and I wasn't able to find a cute one. It's because I'm fat. Right. It's like, it's so easy to pull that as an, I don't know.
And the way I think about it isn't healthy, because I'm not using it like, oh, she's a jerk because she doesn't like fat guys. No, I'm using it like as in like, you fucking fat piece of shit. Like, get yourself together, and that's
like, this would be all better if I was just skinny. Like,
yeah,
my life would be better right now. I'd be less stressed out.
I'd have more money. Like,
somehow, yeah, because if I didn't spend all the money on fast food, I have a ton of money in the bank right now.
Exactly. Like, it's just so unhealthy, and it's one of the things. Like, I already beat myself up over a lot of things.
I'd be better at school,
right? I probably wouldn't even be on. If I was skinny, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even be on this podcast because I would have got my degree and like I'd be working a career job. Like,
that's how deep the like if I was skinny hole takes you.
For sure, life would be different. No, but yeah, I just noticed it's starting to get really, really unhealthy, and it's like, well, Dominic, maybe those are just issues you have anyway. You need to deal with them. You're right. I do. I shouldn't beat myself up over every little thing so bad, for sure. Like, self-confidence issues aren't going to get magically fixed by me becoming skinny, but it'll help some. I can't lie. It'll definitely help.
It's also like, it's not like you're doing something bad, like you're working out and you're, like if this was manifesting in like a terrible way, like an eating disorder way, then it'd be an issue. Yeah. But I'm taking this feeling of like, it's because I'm fat and I'm turning it into, okay, let me get myself to the gym regularly and let me like focus on what I'm eating. So I'm excited. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like a jump start on the new year. Like if I'm down 5 pounds by the end of the year, it'll be like, yes, only 25 to lose by the end of April.
For sure. And I mean, that's another thing with like, not going to go into it now because we'll save it for the actual, like later for the New Year's episode that we're going to totally do. But New Year's resolutions, key tip, they're a little easier to do if you like start on it before New Year's.
Yeah, when you like build the habit or whatever they say.
It takes 21 days to build a habit, right?
Oh, I don't know, but it's like like when you get in the routine.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
That's cool though. That sounds exciting. I don't know if I get to a really, really desperate place where I'm just like there's no other way, then I will also do that. I'll find somebody and be like, hey, let's make a weight loss bet because I know I hate losing money. So I know I'm so like I would try my damnedest. Like I don't think I'll ever eat so well. Like all of a sudden I'll probably eat vegetables. If I was in that bed, I'd eat vegetables.
When those girls like left and the chocolates were still there, I walked up to the box and I took a big whiff and then I put it back down.
Aww.
And I was like, this is the look of determination. Like I have the Tiger fam. I'm gonna win this money.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel that. On in kind of unrelated note, just kind of catching up. Like I said, I've been going to the gym a little bit more lately. It feels really good. I think I've gotten the closest I've ever got to a runner's high before, and it wasn't actually runner's high. But I finally might maybe get, because I only ran for like 20 minutes. It's not runner's high.
Yeah.
But like
runner's high kicks in after like miles and miles.
I ran for like half a mile and I felt great. No, but I don't know. For the first time ever, I ran the other day and I didn't feel terrible. I was like, oh, okay. Like this feels like I felt powerful. I was like, man, fucking invincible, dude. Like, what's up? Like, let's go. Like, I could fight somebody right now. Let's get it. Like so that was nice. It's just good being back in the gym, in a gym environment. The people are still trash. I switched over gyms from Planet Fitness and over to Fitness Connection. Fitness Connection people are even more trash. Yeah. They were like, I went up to like do some dumbbell workouts and I couldn't even find the dumbbells I want to use because they were scattered all over there. And I was like, people
shit on Planet Fitness, but at least it's like clean organized,
because they kind of like they enforce that. Fitness Connection is just like, I don't even know I think those people at the front desk are just paid to like sell the memberships, and that's it. They're like, bro, we don't care what this fucking gym looks like as long as we got people in it. Who cares? Because clearly they don't. I mean, it looked like shit. And I'm not putting it on them more as I'm putting it on like the fucking bros who go and work out and just like I need 145 dumbbell, 125 dumbbell, and 135 dumbbell, and I'm not
gonna put them back in the right places.
And it's just like, what? Why? And don't even get me started on like the squat or the bench rack, which just has like I don't know. Common sense is like, if you've ever been to a gym before, like at all, you know that. Like there's on benches and stuff and just different places for you to put your, I forgot what they're called. I sound like an idiot, but like basically the big round, the plates, just the metal plates. Yeah, that's what it is. The 45 and the biggest ones go, towards the back, and then like you just stack, like as they get smaller, you just stack it that way. That way it's easier to get it. Someone who only wants to use a 10 doesn't have to like move a fucking 45 out the way in order to get it. But I don't know. Most people kind of don't get that concept, and they
Yeah.
just leave it looking like. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, this is so. I don't know. It's just trashy. I hate it. And I'm not the cleanest person in the world. Don't get me wrong. But like, damn, I at least pick up after myself when I go places.
Yeah.
Like, shit. Like, that's awful.
My issue, honestly, now that I've been back in the gym regularly, is I get like into the peacock mentality, and I have to stop myself. I'm such a gym bro. I was born to be a dude.
You were
and like
a gym bro for sure.
Because I worked out chest 2 days ago, right?
Yeah.
So I showed up to work yesterday, and my chest was sore. Tell me why I walked in like this. Like you can't see this, guys, but if you could, swaggering, bro, like chest out.
Chest
like
out, just
I felt like my chest was like huge, like ripped. It was so like.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I had to like oh, okay, I'm just a little girl, like I gotta chill.
I do the same thing, like low key though. I don't mean to, but like
but you
when
kind of like you pump out your arms when I just said arms.
Like when when I worked out arms the other day, and I was like, and I kept stretching out my arms, just like flexing the bicep, like damn, I had to resist so hard to do the thing where it's like I do it so much, somebody's like, hey, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, my arms are sore. I just worked out. Like, I didn't do that.
You're like
I didn't.
Begging for someone to ask.
Please, look at me. Attention. No, I didn't do it this time. Thank goodness. But I mean, I almost did.
I definitely have at work let it slip like, God, I'm sore. What a killer leg day. These girls don't care. Like, they're drinking their teas like, bitch, I'm about to shit out this food I just ate. Like, you can keep your gym. That's how it is. I'm over here. I'm putting in the work.
What did you do if you literally found out that like Detox Tea Girl legit beats you, and you found out that she didn't go to the gym at all? Literally, just shitting out her food worked.
I mean, this is gonna sound really mean, but I don't think. Here's why I'm going to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Because I think if the goal was just weight loss for me, I could do it on diet alone. Anybody could. You can lose weight on diet alone. That's a thing.
For sure.
Right? 80% diet, 20% gym.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to lose the 30 pounds and at the end of it look muscular.
Yeah.
Like
you want a
good.
certain type of like physique and you want to feel like healthy about it and be in shape. And...
If this girl lost 30 pounds at the end of it, she wouldn't look
I got
a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it would just, yeah. Also, and this is also going to sound really mean, she'd probably put it back on, you know? Because you can't take the teas forever. Your butthole literally couldn't handle it. That's all they are.
Detox teas. That's terrible.
I tried to explain to them what laxatives were, and they just couldn't understand. Like a girl was like, okay, but if you eat and then immediately go to the restroom, isn't that a good thing? Because you just passed the food you ate. Like it doesn't stick around. And I'm like, you're describing a laxative, not a tea. Tea isn't supposed to do that. Green tea isn't supposed to make you shit. That's a laxative, fam.
Yeah.
And they don't understand. They're like,
so do they think they're just doing like almost
they
like
think
juice cleanses?
Healthy.
Or
yeah. They genuinely think this is healthy.
Oh.
I'm not going to say anything because at the end of the day, this is a competition. And also they clearly don't want to hear anything I have to say. Like they in their own right, they feel they know how to go about this. And I'm not going to change a grown woman's mind.
For sure.
Who doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because nobody, you don't need to be preachy about it. Nobody wants to hear that. But also, I mean, I don't know. If you, maybe once they start seeing the results, I'm sure they'll be like, okay.
That's why a part of me wants to lose the weight. So I can be like, well, look what you can do if you just have a little self-control.
They're going to be like, no, fuck you. Okay, I'm just going to keep
drinking. They also don't like to drink water.
What?
At all. They're in the mindset, which is crazy that's still a thing, that there's people out there who are like,
we're grown. Like,
I don't drink water because it doesn't have a taste. And it's like, what do you mean?
You're going to die.
You're going to die. Your kidneys are crying.
You're dehydrated. You're going to die.
Yeah,
like,
they live off of
like water.
Coke. And when they think they're being healthy, they're drinking sweet tea. I'm not even kidding.
I've met like
their water is sweet tea.
I think I met like one or two people
because it's not
before
carbonated
like that who are like, oh, like I don't really like water. It doesn't have and I'm like, it's not supposed to have a taste.
It's water.
It's water. Just drink it. Just do it. Just do it. You eat all kinds of bullshit, but you won't drink some. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's fun though. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I'm gonna show these hoes.
That's so
and
bad.
that's fueling me. Like
for
so
sure.
far, I'm a weekend, but so far it's like I am determined.
I mean, literally just drinking more water and cutting out the soda would literally help.
That's what I'm saying.
That
I'm like,
alone would help.
This girl alone could lose so much weight if she just
like, I'm gonna skip the Route 44s and I'm gonna have like just give me a bottle of water a day.
Yeah.
Not a day. Sorry, just like with every meal, like a bottle of water. Like, the fuck, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like water.
I don't like water. It doesn't have taste, and it's like Yeah, that's water. That's what it is. It's not soda. It's not flavored. Yeah.
I'm
These
sorry.
are adults. These are
I'm
all
just sitting
adults.
here stunned silent. Sorry. Like, yeah. Because like you said, they're adults. We're not in high school anymore. We're not in middle school. We're grown.
And you know what? I understand the feeling, but there's a difference between like, oh, I don't like water, I don't like the taste, but I drink it anyways. Like I try to get some down, and just like I don't like water, I don't like the taste, so I only drink Coke. Like I exclusively drink soda. It's like you're killing yourself. What do you mean?
You know what? Maybe I can't talk because I'm kind of that way with vegetables. But even I'll, throw down a plate of broccoli every blue moon.
Yeah.
Because it's like I fucking hate vegetables and how they taste. Yeah. But it's like, you know what?
I've been having.
I don't want to die, so I'll
like
eat
veggies
vegetables
lately.
every once in a while.
You remember how we talked about this?
Yeah.
I've grown to just. Sometimes it's so like shitty of me and I feel myself being like a little kid, but I'll hold my nose and I'll just like shovel them in until they're off of the plate.
What have you been eating? Like what vegetables?
Mostly just steamed broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and if I make rice, I'll throw in like peas and corn. I don't like corn and I don't like peas, but I'll throw them in anyways, and carrots as well. The mix that comes in the bag. And just like closing my eyes and just acting like, okay, let's get this down.
Let's get this over with. Yeah.
Which is like, that's crazy because I don't do that. I don't like vegetables like that. I don't fuck with veggies.
But I mean, it's healthy for you. It's what you need, I guess.
Yeah, and they fill you up. It sucks, but like, they fill you up, and it's, I guess, better than.
Yeah, because it's not as fatty as like the meat you would be eating.
Yeah.
Right. That's the whole idea behind like eat more vegetables, kind of so that you eat less meat.
You're not supposed to need that much meat. You're not supposed to need that much protein in general. Sure. Yeah. So, yeah, that's me. I'll see you guys at the end of April, and I'll be ripped.
Oh my! Are you gonna post pictures? Are you gonna do the?
Oh my god! When we were debating, how
we should
to
do
go
the
about it.
do the swimsuit. Like we should do like a swimsuit whatever thing in April, like, and we'll post it on our Instagram, and it'll be great, like a photo shoot. Okay, maybe not a swimsuit, but like you can show some like. Before and after pictures.
When we were debating like how to go about the competition, like what were the parameters, we were like, well, initially we agreed we couldn't do by numbers because it was obvious that she would be able to lose more weight than me. But then we were like, well, how else can we do this? Like, we can't.
I was about to say y'all could really go all out and measure how much like body fat you lose.
We could, and I have a scale that like gives you a pretty accurate measurement, but I don't know. It all felt so like
it still kind of tipped in her favor a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially with body fat, she could drop
so
much body fat if she really tried. Yeah.
So, and then her idea, one of the ideas she proposed was, well, why don't we take pictures? Whoever has the most change.
And I was
like, that's so subjective, but also I'd rather kill myself, fam, than take a picture of my body right now. And she's like, what? It would only be between us. And I was like, I'd rather kill myself, murder,
nope,
than currently like take a picture of what I look like. And so we agreed. We were like, okay. She's like, you're gonna do better than me, so why don't we just say like who loses? It's weird because I don't think we said the most. Because that would be unhealthy, and I could see myself falling down a hole of like seriously restricting. Yeah. But we agreed 30 pounds.
Who does it the fastest, or
who actually does it?
Oh, who actually does it?
Yeah. So in theory, if we both do it, no one would get paid. It would just be like a yay.
What happens if you lose 30 pounds by like? Let's say you're down 30 by like March. What happens if you're early? Do you win, or do you gotta like do it then maintain it through April until the
I
end
guess
of the
I'll have to
competition?
ask. I hadn't thought about
Because I can see that for you or her. Like, what if you
2 pounds a week is like, I think the most that they say you should be losing at a healthy rate. And that would put me at the end of April.
Okay.
Losing 30. So, yeah.
It probably won't happen, but I'm just...
I don't know. I also don't want to make those type of like propositions because I feel like it sounds cocky. Like,
yeah.
Well, what if I lose it by January?
Oh, like, for sure. Yeah. No, I got
so
you.
Shitty.
Oh, definitely. No, leave it alone.
So,
but I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy because she really could, if she really wanted to, she could beat me. It wouldn't even be hard for her, in my opinion, right?
Well, I don't think you're taking into account that initial like startup effort. Like, okay, so for you've been used to going to the gym, even if it's not as consistent as you want to, for like a while now, like at least 2-3 years, like just steady, consistent, and you're used to at least like somewhat of a better diet. Like what you like your diet, even your diet before you started eating healthy, like recently, was probably a lot better than hers.
Yeah.
So the amount of change that you have to do probably isn't as much as what she has to do.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna lose the weight quicker if she makes a change, but that change is such a drastic change for her. So I think that's what balances it out. Like you don't have to change as much, but your results probably won't come as quick.
Right.
You know, like if she makes a giant drastic change, you know, she'll definitely like drop the weight quicker, but like still she has to make that change, and that initial change for her is gonna be like it's gonna be hard. That's probably why she's like, I'm just gonna drink my tea and we're gonna be good. Cause
I also feel like 30 is a good weight because 30 would put me at like what I used to weigh.
Yeah.
Prior to my weight gain, which is nice. Like the idea of like, okay, I can start back to where I used to be when I thought I was fat, but I wasn't really.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think of like, I just had a moment where I was like, yo, if I can go
130
back 30
is like
pounds,
high school me.
I'm about to say, if I go back 30 pounds, that would also be high school me. That'd be like, I'd be down to, let's see, I'd be down to like the 180s. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
Ooh.
I can't even imagine
That's
it.
Exciting, though.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Oh, shit. Like,
when
whoa.
I want to eat like like my
eat...
dad brought sweetbread and I was like, nope, can't touch it. Nope. I'm committed. I'll have some yogurt. Thank you.
I already know for myself that because my problem hardly ever is really desserts. I'm starting to like desserts a little more as I get older, but like desserts and like sweets have never been my issue. It's legitimately food, like just food. Like, like for example, I love rice rice is great. I eat rice with like every type of meat you can cook. I eat rice with it. And a lot of my food is just, a lot of my meals are just rice and meat. And it's like, that's too many carbs. That's a big reason you gain in the weight. I've gotten lazy with sodas. I can cut sodas out if I need to, but like I've gotten lazy with it. I've been still drinking them or whatever. Cause it's just like, the combos come with a soda and I'll feel cheated if I pay my money and don't get the soda.
And sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I'm like, I really want a Coke. Yeah. But then I think like, is it even worth it? I'm drinking my calories.
For sure. Like it's not. It's bad. And then I think my biggest problem for me right now though is I am an emotional eater. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's hit me hard in the face. I'm like, yep, I've probably been like this forever, but like it's very obvious now. Like the other day I had a hard day at work and I was like, man, I'm gonna get some wings for dinner. Like, and that's literally just how that went. Like I was like, I'm so tired. I want
My mom went to Costco and she brought back a 2-pack of Nutella because it was like on a crazy sale, like the cost of 2 for 1. Yeah. And she was like, look, honey, I brought you Nutella. And I was like, Mom, I'm on this diet.
Maybe she's one of the people that thinks Nutella is healthy, because I've heard that a lot of people think Nutella's got to healthy.
No, it's the worst. It's so bad.
I've heard that before. People think Nutella's
it's so
healthy.
good. So you eat more of it. And that's crazy. She's like, you can just have a little bit every now and again. So here's what I do when like I feel like I'm gonna crack. Like when I'm like, I need this Nutella badly. Because what I used to do is gonna sound terrible, but it's true. I used to take the jar. Sometimes I'd bring it up to my room with a spoon. And I would just dip in as many times as I wanted to and just go at it. Because I'm the only one in the house who eats it, so it's not gross. And just eat until I was happy. And now what I do sometimes is I'll come home and I'll be like, I need a tiny bit of Nutella. And I'll take a spoon and I'll go in the pantry and I'll scoop like maybe like half of a spoon.
And you just go for it.
And I close the jar and I eat that little half and then I wash the spoon right away. So I'm not tempted to like go back and get more. And I'm like, okay.
That's pretty smart. I need something like that to kick my cravings too, because sometimes I'll have craving for like really shitty stuff, and it's like.
Oh, we bought a ton of Oreos because they were on sale.
Ooh, I haven't had Oreos in forever.
You can have some downstairs. They're in the cookie jar.
I'm not doing it, but.
And whenever I'm craving them, I'm like 2. I can have 2.
Okay.
And that's it. Because the serving size is 3. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, I'm being good. I'm only having 2. Oh. And it's like once in a blue moon.
It makes a huge difference though, because I think where a lot of people fail on like trying to eat healthy is they go on these like huge crash diets.
Yeah.
Like I know my dad does that sometimes. He'll like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna eat any red meat. Like I'm only gonna eat fish for like whatever, like a month, whatever. And he'll do it. And sometimes he like succeeds, but sometimes he like comes to like, or most of the time he succeeds actually. He'll be like, I'll do it for only a month or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll do it. And then after that, he'll come crashing down hard. It'll be like he'll eat everything and anything. Like that's just really shit.
That's what I'm trying to keep off, so that because I'll do the same thing. Like if before when I'd be like, okay, I need something. I need to like break this diet real quick. Like instead of like half a spoon of Nutella or 2 Oreos, I would just go and get a full meal from like Whataburger, McDonald's. I would just stop and be like, I'm already cheating. May as well get the freaking meal. No. And Whataburger, what the heck? Their portions.
You have no idea.
I've never driven through the drive-thru and gotten anything other than the huge drink. Do they even have like little cups?
You know what's funny? This
or do they just automatically select large?
This reminds me of a story. There was one time one of a friend of mine was visiting. Well, she's not just my friend. I met her through some friends, whatever, right? But anyway, this person from Philadelphia was here visiting, right? And up there, they don't have Whataburger. So she had Whataburger for the first time, and she just was like blown. Her mind was blown. She wanted to try a little bit of everything. And she took like a bite of everything. She took like a bite of a Whataburger, a bite of like a honey chicken strip sandwich, a bite of like, I don't know, like a bunch of other types of burgers and stuff, and was done. She was tapped out. And then they gave her like a medium drink. But the mediums at Whataburger, most people larges, like they were fucking huge. And she was like, this is a medium? And she was just, her mind was blown. It was insane. It was like, she looked like Leslie on that episode of Parks and Rec when they were showing off the child-sized drink from I forgot whatever their local restaurant was, and it was like, no, it's literally the
liquefied 2-year-old.
Yeah, but that's how she looked. She looked like amazed. And this girl's really she's pretty skinny. She's pretty thin. She doesn't just like eat a ton. So seeing all that food, she looked like her eyes were like huge. She was just blown away.
Anytime,
and I get it. Whataburger is insane.
Yeah, anytime I go somewhere and get a drink from like a fast food place, and the cup does the thing where like it's skinny at the bottom because it has to fit in your cup holder, and then it gets huge. I'm like, this isn't good. This isn't normal. This isn't how we're supposed to drink.
Nope,
soda.
That's not how we're supposed to consume. What's really bad is like I'll notice how like this is how I can tell I'm getting really fat. Like certain portions don't even fill me up the same way. Yeah. Like I remember when Cane's first started really opening up like near us in Houston here, I will get a Caniac and be like, oh, I can't move. And now I can literally eat a Caniac and be like, did they make the chicken strips smaller? Did they make the chicken fingers smaller? Like this ain't the same. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't had fast food though in the week since I started. Haven't had anything.
So you just been cooking a lot?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Been packing my lunch, which I haven't done since Nordstrom.
Uh-huh.
Have like a little lunch bag I take to work.
Yeah.
And I've been going ham on like fruit. So yeah, like I'll eat my food at the plate at my work, and then I'll like get a banana or I'll get a little tangerine or an orange, and it's that's just my life now.
I'm just really curious. What are you? And you don't have to spill all your secrets. Feel free to hide anything. But what are you having for breakfast? Because for me, breakfast, like no matter if I'm being healthy or not, breakfast is always a dilemma for me. Yeah. Like what are you doing for breakfast?
What I'm eating right now, actually, as we're filming, is oatmeal. Okay. So I'll have oatmeal, or it depends. Because if I'm working out in the mornings, I can have like a slightly bigger meal. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have oatmeal most days, if I'm being honest.
And oatmeal
It's
And
simple.
you don't think oatmeal kind of throws off your carb count for the day though, because it's so heavy? Like it's a lot of them.
It's not. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's not that bad. Oatmeal.
Okay.
I get Quaker does a low sugar one.
Yeah.
So they have like 4 grams worth of sugar. The macros on it are pretty good.
Okay.
Honestly.
Because that's the thing I was curious about. I was like, I'm pretty sure oats is just carbs, and I would think it like eating all your carbs in the morning would be kind of like a no go, but
no, it's maybe like
it's not as many as I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's maybe I don't want to guess, but it's not.
It's not as many. Okay.
As you think. And if I'm working out in the morning, it's better to have carbs in the morning because you're gonna immediately go and burn them. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else do I have in the mornings.
Because the best I'll ever do is I can get myself to eat some fruit in the morning, but like it's tricky because like when I don't have to be at work early, I just sleep in anyway, and I'm just like, And a lot of times I'll just skip breakfast and go straight to lunch. If I have to be at work in the morning, I'm definitely skipping breakfast because like I'm not a morning person. I'm not waking up early enough to cook or even go buy anything to eat before like I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah.
So I end up skipping breakfast most of the time, which is
I
know it's terrible.
For a few days I've done it. I might just switch over to it, but since I go in really early and just like you, I'm not always hungry that early in the morning.
Are you gonna say what is it
intermittent
called?
fasting?
Yeah, intermittent fasting. Yeah,
because it's so easy for me to like go to bed, wake up, not have breakfast, and go to work and just chill and work until like noon, and then the hunger will kick in, and I'll be like, okay, let me eat, and I'll eat from noon. Maybe I'll have whatever breakfast I have then, and then a lunch, and then a dinner, and I'll be done eating by like 8 p.m.
Okay.
So an 8-hour window to eat, and then the rest of the time I'm not eating at all. And I can have bigger portions that way.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I don't stick to that really. I could see myself making it work, but I don't know. Maybe like in a few weeks if I feel stagnant, like if I feel like my weight has like plateaued. But right now, no, it'll be oatmeal. I've been doing eggs and toast.
Okay.
Which I don't know. I have such a weird, sometimes I want eggs. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, eggs sound good right now. Eggs with some toast. Yeah. That sounds yummy. Like a little omelet or something. But not always. So I'll have that maybe like once in a blue moon.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like every once in a while I'll be like, man, I really do want some like, and I'll just cook myself some
little scrambled eggs. Yeah.
But like not often. Not often at all.
Yeah. That's about it. Cause then for lunch I'll have like a little bit of meat with veggies on the side or with a salad, and then like a little bit of another protein if it's like garbanzo beans, or I made lentils, so I'll have like a little bit of lentil soup with my like salad and
you're like chicken
or something. Garbanzos have protein though, so sometimes I'll just have garbanzos in my salad and I'll call it a day.
Yeah.
And then for dinner, I'll have something really small, like after the gym, because I've been working out at night. And I'll do like a cereal or pancakes, Kodiak pancakes, which are like no sugar, so they're not like.
Is that a brand?
Pancakes.
Is that the brand Kodiak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kodiak pancakes. Yeah, they don't taste anything like what you would think pancakes to taste like, because we are used to having them really, really sweet.
Yeah.
And I put like a banana on it, and that's about it. And that'll be carb heavy, but I mean it fills me up.
Yeah.
You know.
And you haven't had like a whole lot of carbs already during the day anyway, except for like the oatmeal that morning. So you're pretty good. I mean, that sounds awesome. It sounds like you're gonna make it for sure.
And then I keep on me like a few. The fruit's hard because I can't leave that in the car, but I can like right now I can leave like granola bars in the car just in case I'm like hungry in between work and the gym, because I hate showing up to the gym hungry. Yeah. Because then I feel terrible working out.
It just doesn't. Yeah. I used to be able to work out like on an empty stomach. Like when I was back in high school, I used to be able, because sometimes we would have workouts at like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I definitely wasn't like eating anything before that, so I would just wake up, show up, and work out, and it used to be fine. But now I'm to the point now where like. I can't like.
Yeah, I get lightheaded. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like I'm
already not a morning person, so if I have to like be hungry as fuck in the morning for too long, like, but like actually expend energy, it sucks. You know. Yeah. There's one thing if I'm like going and standing in front of a cash register for like a few hours hungry, it's like whatever. But if I was to actually try and expend energy doing anything hungry, like it just wouldn't work. I would die.
Yeah. I'm not tracking. I'm trying not to. Every now and again I will. Like I used to be really good about tracking my food. But I pretty much know what I have to eat. Like I have a rough understanding. There was a day in the middle of the week where I felt so nauseous. Like I just felt like terrible. And I took out my phone and I couldn't remember everything I had eaten up until then. And I was so low as far as calories.
Oh.
I had like, what did I have for breakfast that day? I think I had 2 eggs and I skipped the toast. So 2 eggs alone are under 200 calories.
Yeah.
And then for lunch I had a salad.
Which also isn't much.
Which isn't much. It just ended up being where like, yeah, I had eaten throughout the day, but I hadn't had anything of substance.
That's really deceptive because like you would, if you tell the average person like, oh yeah, I ate breakfast, I ate lunch, like it seems fine, but like no, you're not getting as
like, so now I'm like, when I look at my plate, I'm like, okay, do I have enough here to fuel me for like the next few hours?
Yeah.
And if I don't, I'll throw in something else. But that's it. I'm not really tracking. Maybe I will if I plateau at any point. But right now, it's the weight's coming off slowly but surely.
I don't want to go back to tracking. Like, tracking isn't fun. It's just,
I don't mind it. It gets a little tedious. But
yeah, that's the thing. It's tedious. I'm like,
yeah.
It takes the fun out of eating. Like,
and it's not like I'm having like new meals every single day. Like, after a while, I know how much like
if you have the same thing every day, it's pretty easy. For sure. Lately, so this year, I was gonna ask you, have you gotten your Christmas shopping done yet?
No. I'm making cookies for everyone.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm making cookies, and I think I'm gonna hand paint ornaments.
Oh,
that's
so cute.
Gonna be because I'm on a budget.
I believe it.
Budget.
I feel it.
I'm gonna hit up Michael's, and
that's really cute though. I like it. I went and got my shopping done yesterday, and it was crazy because normally I take a whole day off of work. I don't ask for it, but like I pick a whole entire off day from work and I go to like the Woodlands Mall or wherever I can find, like somewhere nicer than normal. And I'm like, okay, I got a list of people and I just need to cover and just get it right. And I spend a whole day shopping because I'm very like kind of finicky and picky. And I'm like, oh, this isn't enough. I don't really like it, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I wasn't having it. And I think it's because I was also on a budget. I literally went between 4 different stores and finished my shopping for everybody within like an hour. I was so proud of myself. It was great. I was like, I can't believe this. It was, I want to say in total, I had about like, it sounds kind of bad when you think about it, but a lot of them have common interests. So that's why it was only like 4 stores, but it was like maybe 7 or 8 people. That's about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I felt really good about it.
That's pretty good.
I know. I got, I can say for one of them, I'm proud of just because, 2 of them, because they kind of came out of nowhere. 2 of my coworkers, and they're not going to listen to this before like I give it to them, so it doesn't matter. But I got them little pop figures that'll be cute that I know they would like, because we kind of talk about it and they don't have that many of them, and I got a billion of them. So I got them those from Think Geek and Box Lunch. I got my sister's just some other like kind of nerdy stuff. That's where a lot of it lines up. Like my sisters are really nerdy like me.
Yeah.
So I was able to get like some cool like graphic tees and pop figures and little collectibles and stuff like that. So that was cool. My parents were like some of the hardest ones, but I was able to get my dad some cologne because I haven't gotten him. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lame gift, but I'm like, you know what? I honestly haven't bought him cologne in like 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? It'll be refreshing again. I haven't bought him cologne in a while. I got my mom some shades, which I'm like, but she really likes wearing shades a lot.
Okay.
And they're not like cheapo shades. They're like a nice brand and everything. I'm like, I think that's pretty decent. I didn't know what to get my grandma because she's staying with us right now too. And I'm like, she's gonna be there for Christmas, and it'll be kind of messed up if everybody's like opening gifts and stuff, and she just like, yeah. So
just watching.
I got her some candy. Well, I don't know if they'll be good or not, but they're like little pie slices of candy. It's weird. Like they're shaped like little pies, but it's just candy though. It's like chocolate and caramel and a bunch of other like crap. So hopefully that's good. I got you something. I got our friend Daniel something. Couple coworkers, and
why'd you say it like that?
Daniel, because he's probably gonna hear it. Eventually. He probably won't listen like before, but he'll hear it eventually. He'll be like, "I only said my name."
Okay.
You know, people get happy when we say their names on here. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, people get happy when we say their names on here.
Mark.
I don't even know who Mark
Joey.
is. You just okay. You're just naming names. Yeah. Mark, Joey, Jacob.
Let's throw in a girl.
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I only know one Kimberly actually, and I don't think she works there anymore. She was like a seasonal person at my job, and I mean, she might, maybe she's just, I don't know, but I heard she doesn't work there anymore. Who knows? You know, seasonal people is hard to tell because they could like show up and like, they call in sometimes, and you know, you don't know if like, oh, they're just not coming back or if they're, but whatever. But,
you know what though? I don't miss hearing you talk about work. I do not miss Christmas around in retail.
You know, it's a strange experience because like I had fun yesterday going shopping, but the reason I had to do all the shopping within like an hour was because I don't actually have any more off days until Christmas, so I won't have any time to do anything, and that's just been what it is. I've been spending like 90% of my time around this season like at work, you know. And working in retail, like during Christmas time, you really want to try and enjoy the season. You know, I love Christmas. Like, I love it so much, but it's hard because you just see people obsess over these things that they want to, you know, these gifts, and they just act so dumb. And there's so many of them, and it's just, I don't know. It makes it hard. It makes it really hard. Like,
it's hard for me to see people not have to worry about, like, be able to have a good Christmas without even worrying about money.
Yeah, that too, for sure. And those are definitely the, like, trying to think of a not shitty way to say this. The privileged people who shop at my job, for sure. Yeah. They definitely get to come and just like.
You should see how many people like, hey, come over to the store. You should see these people. No, I've had a few people in the past week drop off like blankets or comforters or like, you know, big bulky things to get cleaned, and those take a few days. You can't get them back like tomorrow or the same day. And sometimes they'll ask, if I can't pick this up for another 2 weeks, is it okay? Will you still have it? And that's a valid reason, because that's a valid question, because our ticket says like after 30 days we're not responsible for your shit. For sure. But we leave stuff there. Like, we don't throw it out. We're not like patiently
I was about to say, what are you gonna do with it? Like,
if it's there for like months, we might throw it out, or not throw it out, but we usually gather up all the stuff that's been there for like years and we donate it.
People really leave their stuff and just never come back for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happens.
I wouldn't do that.
Every now and again you bump into an order from like 2007 and you're like, how the fuck? But like big comforters and stuff, we don't throw that shit out. And a few people will ask, right? There's been at least 3 customers in the past week, in the past 7 days, who have said, oh, is it okay if I don't pick it up until the new year? And I'll be like, yeah, of course. Like, it'll be here. Like, you're good. That's like within the 30 days, you're fine. And then they go on about how, oh, it's because I'm vacationing in insert whatever tropical location. Yeah. Right. I'm vacationing in Cabo, and like I'm going with the whole family, and we're leaving tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun, but we're gonna be there for like over 2 weeks. And I'm just like,
oh,
who do you think you're talking to right now, hon? I have to work Christmas Eve, and you're just going on and on. Like,
paid.
I'm supposed to bump
in.
Too.
Like, it's probably paid. Their
like
job,
I'm supposed to be like, tell me more about it, dude. Let's go grab a drink, and you can tell me all about Cabo.
Your fucking night. Yeah, tell me about Cabo.
3 different people. There's been multiple people who have asked, but 3 people have gone on and on. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be in fuck if I know. I can't even think of the places.
Right.
They're so exotic.
And yeah, I think
Bora.
I think that's a good point, because a lot of customers kind of walk up. It happens in my job too. They walk up and they want to talk to you about like the cool things happening in their life, and it's like, that's good, but sometimes you got to read the room. Like, like I'm a cashier, or sometimes I'm not even cashiering. Sometimes I'm literally working on the floor, like just picking up behind these people, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I work here for, I mean, they don't know, but right now it's $13 an hour. Before this, it was like $10, $11, you know, whatever, right? Anybody at our job is between like 10.50 and like 13 at the most. Like, right, that's the most anybody's working there. So we're working here for like not a lot of money. We, like you said, we got to work Christmas Eve. We got to work the day after Christmas. And like we've been here for all of us for at least like 40 hours every week. Like we don't get, we're not getting that vacation time. We're not getting,
and we don't want to hear about it.
Our family, literally, there are people at my job whose families are going out of town and they can't go with them because they got to be here to fucking work. So when you come up and tell us, oh yeah, I'm buying my daughter this suitcase because we're going, and it's like, oh, that's cool. No, tell me more about it. I love it.
And they'll just keep going. I'll smile and they'll be like, oh my god, yeah, it's exciting. And it's like, what do you think?
Oh, that's cool. Oh no, I'm sure she'll love it.
It's so like, frustrating.
Oh, it is. That is tough. I mean, I'm not saying don't be happy about your life, but like, you know,
come on. Like, I don't brag about, like, I don't go up to homeless people and be like, bro, I'm gonna go home and eat so good right now. Like, I know my place.
I'm gonna eat I got so much food. My mom cooked.
And I'm gonna take a hot shower. Ooh. And get in my warm bed. like what? And expect them to like smile at me and be like, oh, okay.
Have a good day. That'd be awful.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah. But so far, so good.
Yeah, no, I still think my holiday spirit level is on like I'm at like a 7.
Yeah.
I wish I was at an 8, but I'm at like a 7. You know, it's not bad. Honestly, I told myself over the next couple of days, whenever I get a day to like, whenever I'm not closing, I can't remember, but sometime over the next few days when I'm not closing, I'm gonna just like go home and watch like I'm gonna watch some Christmas movies, and that'll like get me there. That'll get me up to an 8. Like I'm gonna watch
That's
Grinch.
what I'm supposed to do with my parents because they were gonna go out of town. I don't know if I was supposed to go with them or not. I don't think I could have. But they were going to go out of town and they decided not to and just stay home. Okay. So the plan is we're probably going to go out to eat Christmas Day. So my mom doesn't have to cook. And then, just stay home, watch a bunch of movies.
For sure.
Chill. Play with the dogs.
Yeah. Ooh, are you getting your dogs anything for Christmas? Like, you going to get them little Christmas sweaters? Or
No, fuck that. They're so ungrateful. They've been getting on my nerves lately.
Oh.
Yeah. The pepperonis. Yeah, they've been so like, well, Fiona just finished, she was in heat. So that's too much information. I just put my dog's business out there like that.
Yeah.
But I know that's a stressful time.
Yeah, for sure. My dog is also a girl and that happens to her from time to time. And it is a pain in the ass for sure. Like
so mean.
No, I know that sounds awful. But also like by the time, like for my dog, by the time she's done with it, I'm just like,
oh my god! Here's a recommendation for everybody. It's coming out of nowhere, but we just talked about dogs, and then I thought about cats, and I thought about the show. There's a show called My Cat from Hell.
Never heard of it.
Okay, so have you ever heard of the dog? I don't know if he's called the dog whisperer, but that's Cesar Millan. He like is the dog dude. He like if you have a problematic dog, he goes.
I think
and
I've
helps
heard
you.
about it, but I didn't know his name. Yeah.
I
know.
So he's terrible.
Okay.
He's kind of good at his job, but he doesn't have like proper training, and there's cases where like he ends up leaving a dog worse than when he first met him because he just doesn't. The way he trains dogs is like an antiquated way. We know that there's better ways to do it. You don't have to be so like harsh with them. Whatever. All that to say is I found this other guy who does cats, and his name is Jackson Galaxy.
And he's actually good.
And he's good. He's like good. Like he's a cat behaviorist. He like studies them. He understands like their little quirks and stuff. So he does the same thing that the dog guy does. Go ahead.
Quick question. Yeah. What training do people like besides like house training the cat? What else can you even train cats? Because I thought most people just kind of let cats do what they do, and that's that.
The problem will be like, she will like scratch the kids and she'll like tear up stuff when we're not in the room with her, and you know. Yeah. The reason I found him was there was on I think on Twitter or maybe Instagram, there were pictures like screenshots of him in the show where he goes every cat's life, and then he pauses and it looks like he's trying to keep himself from crying, like he's trying to keep composure, and he goes, every cat's life is worth something. And it made me, and it's weird because he looks odd. He has like piercings and a lot of tattoos, and he does this weird like geometric shapes with his facial hair. So like his beard cuts off. There's like a blank space here. It's strange. You should look him up. But I Googled him because I literally Googled every cat's life is worth something, and then I found him, and he's the sweetest possible man.
And this is a show?
Yeah, this is a show. My Cat from Hell. He's great. So that's a little recommendation for anybody interested. Okay. He's just like you can tell it comes from a place of like, because I didn't realize that the kill rate for cats at shelters is way higher than that for dogs because they're less likely to get adopted. Yeah, like people aren't cat people. Like, because cat people aren't as, I mean, they can be, but they're not usually as affectionate. They're not like partners. They're just like, and he talks about that a lot. Annoying roommate, like where he's like, people like to compare them to dogs and hold that against them, but they're a completely different animal. Like they show you love, you just got to look for it in different ways. The way he talks about cats is just so and he's like, if they're purring when you're scratching them, that's them loving you. Right. It's not like a dog, they're gonna jump all over you and kiss you. Like, that's them telling you like I love you. This. Like and it's just, I've never seen someone so like wholeheartedly really passionate about a cat. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, he met one who like, he was like, I understand this cat, he was abandoned, like because he has this weird backstory where he was really addicted to drugs, and he rescued a cat, and nursing it back to health is how he recovered. Crazy stuff. I know, right? But yeah, Jackson Galaxy, look him up, he's great. Don't let the way that he looks put you off. He's kind of a weird looking dude. He looks a little weird, but he's great. He's the best. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about it. I'm with it. Yeah, Jackson Galaxy. Yeah. Jackson Galaxy. That sounds cool. I might look it up. I don't know. I've been getting a lot of Netflix recommendation shows lately. Like, they've been telling me to watch. I just heard that people have been telling me to watch Castlevania. Apparently, it's good. I watched Wild Wild Country. That was good. What is it? It's about a cult. Oh, well, okay. They don't call themselves a cult, but they were a cult. No cult calls themselves a cult, but like, right? They were like one of the biggest in Oregon during the 70s. If you're into like documentaries at all, or into like cults, I was about to say I'm not into documentaries, but sometimes cults like catch my attention. It's a 6-part episode. The main chick. Well, I guess it focuses on the guy that led the cult, but really it was a woman running shit. Yeah. And she's being interviewed throughout the whole documentary, and she's great. She's fantastic. At one point she's being interviewed back then, like back when the cult was still up and running, and the guy interviewing her is like, well, what do you have to say to the people who think that you're like ruining the livelihood of the town where they set up their cult? And she's on live TV, right? And she's a woman, and she goes, well, all I have to say is tough titties. And she has an accent, so that's how it sounds. I love that. Tough titties. And it's like, I would have followed. Great. I would have devoted my life to her if I could have. I'd have been tough balls titties. Deep in that cult. That is hilarious. Yeah. You got anything else for this week? Anything you got to throw on there? No? I'm looking forward to next week's. I know. Next week we are gonna. It should be up sometime within a few days, leading up to Christmas Eve. So somewhere between, I don't know. We'll try and have it up 28th, 27th, 29th, something like that. But either way, the next one. The next, isn't it? Nope, 28th is too soon after that. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, look for it before New Year's. The new episode will be up before New Year's. It'll be a New Year's episode. I just got my dates. You'll get to hear our really cringy resolutions. And I can't wait. Actually, all the things will come February. We'll be like, and that crashed and burned. That should be hilarious. We should just have have it, and as our resolutions come crashing down throughout the year, we just all right. So remember how I said this. Well, prep. Actually, make a list. No, and then I'll hang it right here. We'll hang them like right here, like right where in the desk. So we can look at it every week and be like, okay, so we can scratch that one off, scratch that one off, scratch that one off. Yeah. But not in a good way. Not like scratched off, like completed. Like no. Yeah, like okay, so this isn't actually possible anymore. Yeah. But no, it's gonna be a lot of fun, though, for sure. And the last thing I'll say is, don't be one of those shitty people that like shits on New Year's resolutions. If that's what people want to do, just let them do it. Just skip next episode. If you're all you're gonna hear is if you already know you're gonna be annoyed by the fact that we're sitting here, like, I'm gonna get healthy. No soda all year.
I'm gonna have more money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna stop going out.
10% of my paycheck straight to savings. Not even gonna touch it.
Exactly. Like if you don't like that, then
yeah, just keep it to yourself. We don't need to hear it.
Yeah. And just in general though, like don't be all over social media like shitting on people who just, because it's just you just like any excuse people have to like better themselves, just let them do it, you know.
Yeah.
Or even if they just want a fresh start, like why not? Like life is hard, just let people do it, you know. I don't. But anyway, you'll hear more about that next week. Either way, that's that. So this has been Dominic.
And this has been Jessica.
And we are signing off. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.